Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one, the only, the Azothan, and we're back with Lordaeron the Foremath Part 2. This has been mostly a game of nonsensory and horse cockery, if you will. It's been odd. But last we left off, there was... the Alliance had fallen apart completely. Mal'Ganis is just straight up ruling the Scarlet Onslaught. Twilight's Hammer Cult has come out of hiding and is probably going to betray their allies. The dwarves are murdering everyone here at the Dark Portal. Like, actually murder, though, and I think this might be when everyone dies. Although losing this choke point is going to be bad for them. Ogre Magi is now dead. Did Rubrov manage to lose his last hero? No, Blackheart the Insider is still alive, but not engaged in the fight, because who wants a hero with health stealing and mana regen and... Rubrov. Oh, Rubrov. Deal's still putting pressure onto Dalaran. The mage is too scared to move out of their base, and it looks like the cult did manage to completely and awesomely win Silverpine Forest. So they're not even being attacked by Gilneas or any of that. They seem to have won. No, they didn't take down Gilneas, but it has nothing. Forces was. Okay, Twilight's Hammer Clan is actually attacking Outland right now, taking over Maru and killing off what seems like a weirdly big, bad, like bunched batch of units for green. I don't know why those were there. Probably a rally point mistake that happened, kind of like these guys are. This place is weird. You can literally like land or teleport deep down in here unintentionally and just get stuck there. You can build a base down there even. I did consider doing that once. Anyway, back to the things that actually matter. The hell are the undead? So there's Inspector Messier driven back by the elves? Yes, driven back across the river. Huh. What is his master going to think of that? Sharky's Bar, what are you up to? Oh, you're in Northrend, doing not a whole lot. Alright. You don't want to keep going east? I mean, that's where all the fun is. Stone Spine still not using the skill points. Although it must have, right? Because he has the summoned gargoyles with him, or... I don't know. I don't even care at this point. Noxramas has landed right in front of Stratholme. They're going to take it over, and once he does, I believe he gets a nicely spawned base for himself. It does. The city becomes corrupted and undead. New units spawn, and a base is his. The next step will be Tyr's Hand, where if he can take that out, he should get a base allowing the creation of the Knights of the Ebon Blade. Azothan, please. Things just happened. There's the Dark Iron event. There it is. Dwarves have become Moira, Dagron, Tharison. Moira's leveling herself up once more. Oh, that was smart to save it. She's only one level away now from getting out Ragnaros. We could have a Ragnaros Deathwing army. Oh. And now for some reason the Scarlet Onslaught attacks the elves and gets flanked by the forces of Arthas. This is wonderfully done, but it's going to end up in Irenicus' death. He's got to escape. What heroes does he have? And are they getting hurt? Renault's... No! Renault got trapped behind the gate of Silvermoon. Oh, Quel'Tha lost, you bastard. Let me out, you elvish bastard. Burian Westrand also trying not to die. Sadie and Dathrohan. Oh, is he gonna be nice to him, or is he gonna tee out to TP? His units are still... Oh, that was such a good minute. That was a last minute save there. But it must have been a town portal scroll. I don't know of a hero spell that allows him to do that. Oh, never mind. Moira is level 15 and is now going... What? How did he go from 14 to 15 just like that? He must have had another item or something, but that's weird. Suspicious. Oh no, Renegades, he has got 500 gold and he needs to spend it right now if he wants any hope of living against this. He has to spend it. Yeah, there's no Civil War yet, which is kind of frustrating. Especially since the dwarves just went Dark Iron. There should be a Civil War. Under attack. Because they think all of the original evil team is still here. I mean, call me out if I'm wrong on that one. Elves. Oh no! What is this? Naxxramas lands within the very borders of Quel'Tha itself, and now The elves are fooked. Oh my god. Really though, they're trying to keep them from escaping their own city now. It's become infested by the undead and a literal hotspot for just ghoulish activity. And on the far distance, we can see the humans struggling with their own undead army, as the Lich King probably just sits up in Northrend, twiddling with his nutsack. I don't know, just a guess. What do you have, money-wise? Rennicus is making units. He's trying to hold. We can see Renault Mogren on the front line here with several others. Oh, no. Renault. He's going to pass away. I don't see any way for him to get out of here with Barain and the rest of them. He's got to back up to at least allow the Crimson Knights to soak up more damage. Having your heroes on the front line that long is going to be the death of him. I know he... oh, no, and nice. You can see Inspector Mouse here. I don't know if he's 1A'ing. He may be. He may be just right-clicking, and that's why they went around. But I was going to say, good flank and cutting off an escape route for them. Mal'Ganis now in his Demon form. This is bad. Alright, so he's definitely dead. The only thing left is, the question is, will the elves be able to hold off the undead? They need dispels, and I don't think I'm seeing it. No, the ghouls have made it into their lines. They've actually escaped the city and are now beginning to wreak havoc on the armies itself. They couldn't hold the gate. Mal'Ganis, I was going to say Kel'Thuzad, healing the mana of all the casters in the back so that they can just make more of these sons of bitches. By the way, these are now what they make. Oh, but nice targeting there. I do see the core ballistas trying to target down the caster units in the back. There's just too many ghouls though. Look how this is on ×1 speed. Look at that duration. It's bananas, and I think the elves now have to accept that they have to retreat yet another gate. They could try to hold on to Windrunner Spire, which does have a phenomenal... uh-oh. Is the Legion here to help, Red, or... Irenicus? Who are you allied with? The Legion? No. Is the Legion just here to attack you too? No, come on. Soon but never. Tell me you didn't... Okay, he's not allied at least to the undead. There was a civil war. Gah. Gah. Mal'Ganis has fallen. That sucks. And in the north... Alright, the elves are backing up, and the cult's going to just cement their grip on the southern part of Quel'Thalas. What just happened? Sapphiron has been born. Blue's army still sits up north. 5-3 upgrades now. Pretty scary to most things. However, Ragnaros is a thing. Yeah, okay, Blood Elves also just spawned, but Ragnaros is now level 10, and he's terrifying. Has he allied Twilight's Hammer? Of course he has. Of course he has. This is going to be beautiful. Come on. I want to see Deathwing as well. Although I don't think his heroes are level 7, level 10, not that far off. And he has gotten Yogg-Saron. He's... oh, okay, so get this, guys. Lord Uther has now cleared his way all the way through the dungeons of Ajol-Nerub underneath Blue's feet. The very feet. He's sitting here with 2 heroes with balls the size of titanium bullets that would be fired from, like, Emperor-class Titans, okay? 2 heroes, that's it. Now, the other way of saying that would be, this is really stupid and risky. We're going with Emperor-sized Titan balls. And fixing this camera. Ish. What's going on down south? Oh, what the foogity furks? This is bad. Guys, light blue. Did he die? Did he just leave? I think he might. No, Cadwin didn't leave. He just became evil. What did he do with his ally? Did his ally die too? No, the Ranger Corps is still here, but Harlocker, what does that mean for you, baby? Your ally has now trapped you here in Windrunner Spire between him... That's a dick move is what that is, Cadwin. Are you allied to the undead yet? Or are you just hoping they'll accept you? No, he's allied. He's full on joined their team. Look at... oh, the Ranger Corps are going to go out like heroes, betrayed by everyone. This has just been a game of nothing but betrayals. Irenicus hasn't given up, which is weird. Sweet. Baby G. Back it up. Back it up. Harlocker really needs to just back it up, go to Windrunner spot. No, instead he dies and he becomes one with the undead. So we now have, and I think this is kind of fair at this point, we now have the Wretched, the Lich King, the Scourge, the Cult of the Damned, and the Forsaken. Yeah? Is that 5-person undead team? 5 people on the undead team. So I really hope we see Deathwing and Ragnaros just try to melt their way through that army. Now, this does mean Monaz and some other people are kind of out of luck. Like, Monaz, what do you do?
We're under attack.
It's just you and the Shadow Council and the Legion versus a 5-man undead army. And then it's these 2 guys, Dark Iron and the rest of them. Now, Ragnaros is who I should have been keeping an eye on, because I'm sure he has plans. Oh, goodness. Lord Uther's teleporting. Who else is teleporting? What the ding? Oh, it was 2 different teleports. Okay. Because his armies were spread out. Now he's got to hope. Oh, no. Just as Blue arrives. So THC is going to want to defend Yogg-Saron. He does not want to lose him. That's actually wildly important. He's hard to kill anyway, but with Blue's whole army now streaming down there, I think he should have saved that teleport for somewhere else. You can put pressure on here, but losing Capital City is not as important as losing Yogg-Saron. Moira could teleport. I hope she does. Yes, Dagron is teleporting. Are you going to go help Yogg-Saron? Acknowledge the importance. Here it is. So now we have an army versus army situation with Deathwing and Yogg-Saron both here. I think Blue may choose to focus Ragnaros. He has less health. 15,000 hit points of just bosses he has to chew his way through right now. And that's Blue. Now, let's check Blue's heroes and upgrades and see if he's not looking good. He is in the middle of an army that is known for its AoE. That army is nice and clumped up and safe, and we're not even seeing anything like a Nubarak AoE stunning them all. Now, okay, he can't stun them all, but he'd stun a lot of them. Also, something especially annoying about the Dark Iron that enemies and allies alike should know is that you get to have Iron Behemoths and Cannon teams. And the Skybreaker. It is an obscene amount of AoE, and then you throw Ragnaros on top of that, it's impossible to stay alive against. We can see Sharky Bear's army is dying nearly the minute it gets within range. And the only thing left alive are these nice little summons. They're fighting summons that are just as tanky. Not as tanky, but Ragnaros is behind him. Ugh. Do we reinforcements? No, that was the whole thing. That was the whole kit and caboodle. So the undead have suffered a terrible loss. They need to get Saffron out of there because I think Saffron should be revived. Still weird. No, it's not. He just lost Saffron permanently for no reason at all, other than that he just didn't want to have to move his army. This is odd. Binky now has control. Oh man, Binky! Binky, I forgot you were here, dude. He's not, though. He's not. Binky left. Binky left the game a while ago. That is a shame. So I think this is just mostly a good thing with the undead. Let's see what they can all see. They're all still allied. Pink is not part of their army? He is. Pink is still part of the allies. Alright, I'm just waiting because there is some undead civil events that can happen, and that's always terrifying. It looks like the old gods get to stay outside and keep wrecking shop because all that was needed was just the Dark Iron for the fight. Oh, and now they're gone too. Where did you go, Tyrannus? You scary big boy. Oh, you're moving around. Okay. I just look to the right. I'm over here now. Such a Cartman the Coon moment. Coon! Alright, capturing Gilneas will now, I believe that is going to be part of Harlocker's events. He does have several. Most of the Forsaken events involve capturing places that are known for being big Scourge or Plague spots. The Sepulchre is one of those, Terran Mill, another one. You can upgrade the Plague as you go and collect those different spots, and it will upgrade your, basically your Plague, to the point where your Siege becomes this like nightmare that no one wants to touch with a 17-foot pole. Put a pole in your hole. Oh no. Who tried to take this? Oh, Twilight Saber Clay, I forgot. Man, they were all over the map with these teleports. That's all they've used it for. They have these Emperor class heroes. Oh no, and their infinite lumber harvesting thing has been found out. That's what they wanted. They wanted the infinite lumber. Forsaken Hold's been upgraded. Gilneas has been captured. Dark green is bored, and I think we're gonna have to follow the Twilight's armies. They're the only ones who actually get to decide who dies and when.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Your building is
Immediately looks away. Jesus. Never mind. It's a battle for the Sunwell, but they were leaving thinking it was fully secured. Oh, dick move. And look at these Twilight Spires going down here at the Sunwell. It's been captured and corrupted by the undead. Cadwin still, though, is fulfilling his purpose of defending it. Not against this! He didn't sign up for giant insect monsters. No, no. He thought, he's like, I could be undead. I could keep fighting after death. But look at this. This is silly. Half-naked man, followed by giant insect monsters throwing green balls. What is life? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. The really scary thing at the end of the day is that this is leveling up Cho'Gall. And the closer he gets to getting out Deathwing, the closer this comes to just being a slaughter. As an ally, we haven't seen yet. He's still in Northrend. Okay, he's teleported back to Northrend. Oh no, he's sitting here building defenses. He never teleported away. That was just me thinking he did. Oh god, they don't have the teleports to get up here in time, and Purple is claiming this aggressively. The Wretched Addicts just don't have the health to stand up to that. I mean, come on. Come on. Solidly winning that, solidly controlling that combat line. Summon Tentacles are always very annoying. It's this huge break in the middle of combat where your units just run around and ignore the fact that these, like, non-units are hitting you because they're technically buildings and so they come second. It's... just move! But the elves have lost. Hey, but the other elves came back. So there's two sets of corrupted elves right now trying to take back the Sunwell from the Twilight Chamber clan. I want to say this is the thing we've never seen on the channel, so for that alone, I love it. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh yeah, bad blue play. He could have also used a Nubrag to spam reinforcements endlessly from Ajol Naru, but instead he's probably sitting on quite a bit of money. Not that much money, actually. Your army a thing again? Oh, he may actually try to attack again. Okay. So the undead do have enough threats all over the place now to feel like they have to defend it. But with Pink's help, this battle is turning 2-2 upgrades on his melee, but 6-2 on the range. It's the Forsaken Archers turning dead enemy units into ghouls and skeletons. That's really what's going to turn this fight. And if he has his elite units, they can do it as well, or mind control them. It's just too much AoE. Purple now forced to start reinforcing, and there it is. Dwarves now coming in as well. What a magnificently dick move. Summoning an Old Gods agent right behind the forces of his enemy now. This is going to cut off their retreat. Yes! Keep going! They've got to be in a panic now. I'd be freaking out. You have to leave, I mean, okay, Gray is now here. Gray has landed Naxxramas and is streaming his army out to reinforce. This fight has gotten bananas. And the very elements of Azeroth themselves in the form of final elementals seeming to come out of nowhere. That's a huge army of fire elementals right now. And, oh! Did he just teleport right away? He did. He was a little bit too surrounded for his taste, and the cult has jumped back into their base. Let's check his hero's health and see if he was concerned. No, he just may decide to try to fight his way back out again. Okay, but it is behind enemy lines, so it does need to be careful. It could get sieged down eventually, and there's a few catapults focusing on it. Plus all the Dark Irons and the cannons and the sorcerers, and oh, by the way, your allies are dead, and your reinforcements / retreat is caught. Oh, that is the most beautifully placed Old God. I don't know if they're blocking completely, but just the fact that it is blocking mostly. And Dark Green has now been summoned. It's taking 4 armies to try to fight this off. Naxxramas in retreat as well. The Old Gods mostly taken care of, but the Dark Irons are now filling in for them. And it's really going to be the Fire Elemental summons from these Dark Iron Sorcerers that hold the line, along with the Magic Immune Dark Iron Golems, just because there's so much magic being cast around right now. It's such an AoE fest that anything Magic Immune is this little, like, bit of your brain that can turn off and say, they're fine. Continuing to get slaughtered now. They can't get out enough units past this line to reinforce enough. They're stuck on each other. This is insane. Dark Green's like, hey, I've got a whole army. And they're like, no, they've taken 3. Just back it up. Just let him have it. But if he lets him have it, he can use it on Cho'Gall. Oh, motherfuck. He is prepping it for absorption. If he uses it on Ragnaros, I mean, insane. Ah, shit. Scourge is sending their whole army. Arenagus, where are you at? And I don't think... Oh yeah, this is the Scourge sending it. And I don't know why he's attacking you instead of the old gods. He knows his allies were under extreme duress, and this would be the time he could kill Yogg-Saron. But instead of doing that, he's decided to go out and kill Red. He's not playing very well, guys. He's not playing very well this time. It's not his game. Battlefield awareness, you know? Ooh, this is looking gorgeous. I do gotta say, I have a soft spot for some of the Warcraft 2 models, specifically the transport for the humans and this barracks. They are so nostalgic for me. They're beautiful. Also, Green's caster summoning structures. This thing right here. Yeah, Temple of the Damned. Okay, so now back to the fight. There's massive numbers of armies here. Blue could or should kill Yogg-Saron, but my guess is he probably won't. The Old God Agent's going to go down, but the Sunwell's nearly prepped for absorption. The only question remains who gets it, Cho'Gall?
Our town is under attack.
I think Deathwing shares Cho'Gall's level, or just it would be great just to get 4 levels on him like that.
We're under attack.
And here goes another attempt. It's going to be Dark Green leading the foray with his old Legion Zero Outriders. Legion Zero. Arthas' personal favorite men. All of them fallen. Legion Zero Dreadnoughts on the front line. I love the idea of the Dreadnoughts because they have the hammers. It's a little Warhammery for me, and I like it. Now, the way that Deathwing and Evil wins this is that they AoE the caster lines in the back. That's all they have to do to kind of win this, because it doesn't seem like the undead are using dispels at all. Endless numbers of fire elementals are out there, and they might actually be legits. Can't tell how many of these are legit and how many of these are going away eventually, because these have a timed life, but these just, they're here. They're just a thing. Probably being spawned by the volcano. Oh god, Ragnaros, you absolute monster. This is going much better for the undead than I expected it to. And if they can keep the summon advantage, I do like that he placed the cauldrons back down here and rally pointed them forward to go land. But with Ragnaros putting several volcanoes down on the main caster group for this, they're going to have to retreat. This is terrible spacing for them. If they retreat, then this line starts to fall and it starts to collapse. And Gray's going to know this. And as soon as he sees this group die, he's going to know he needs to retreat completely or get caught out. Kind of the 2 options. Now, destroyers are duking it out up north, but there's nothing for him to absorb. Stone417, thank you so much for following, buddy. Hello and welcome. How you doing today? Oh god. Dragonhawk Rider, somehow still a thing that can be done. If anyone had Blinding Cloud or anything like that, it would be extremely detrimental, near crippling. Oh god. But Ragnaros is actually a little bit on the front line right now. He's taking some serious damage. He will have to back it up. And there is no money here on the part of the evil team to sort of reinforce. Tyrannus might have some. He does. 1,100. Should give a bunch of it to his ally, who seems extremely good about building things. What is going on here? Oh, he's putting down town halls. I was like, wait, there's humans now on the team? That's insane. This is great for the undead at the moment. I'm trying to figure out how they lose this. They're pushing them back. Evil needs dispels and just better focus on the casters in the back, but I do have to say that while I say that, undead are microing their casters and kind of keeping them separated very well right now. He's kept Kel'Thuzad in the back. I think he's casting a Death and Decay right now. He's nope, that was a Mass Frost Armor. Now, oh, Mass Mana Regen. And they're still gonna hold, but he's got to give money to his ally. You dropped your towers, but you don't. Your units aren't really coming out in time. Give your ally money. The undead are going to get pushed back. Casters have run out, and reinforcements are not continuing to be sent, which I find odd. Cadwin does not have the money to do so, so I can't yell at him. Let's see about Harlocker. Does not have the money to do so. Fabulous has 1,400 gold, should be sharing it with his allies. Inspector has 7, can't blame him. Skysbar has 1,500. These big fat babies are not feeding. These big filled businessmen are sitting in their chairs like their B-word chat. They're like, you peasants need to go earn your own money. I made this fortune legitimately on the bodies of you. You don't need our gold. Either way, the allies should be asking for it, and the higher level players should be paying attention to the fact that they should give it. Now, an attack on Yogg-Saron it's on the way just after this attack has failed. How close is it to being absorbed? Oh no. Are they going to absorb and still get back in time to kill or save Yogg-Saron? This is going to be really close for evil, or for the Old Gods team. Yogg-Saron now under attack. Officially under assault by the Undead Legions. And there's going to have to be a teleport. Blue would also be smart to, I don't know, just Frostworm every building here. Evil could teleport. I mean, Deathwing, right, Ragnaros can teleport, and he is building a market right now in order to do so, realizing the plight his ally is in. You can see the prepping that scroll of town portal already. And what is his money at? 500. He can build some units to distract, maybe not. I think Yogg-Saron may be dead if the focus continues the whole time. If Sharky Bear's smart and just focuses him, it could be GG. If Yogg-Saron dies, can Deathwing be summoned? Did it go to Cho'Gall? Yeah, that went to Cho'Gall, didn't it? He's level 17. He can now summon Deathwing. Yogg-Saron's down. That's tough. The undead feel like they can put any pressure on? Not yet.
Our allied town is being attacked.
By the way, if anyone wants to ask me anything specifically, do @Azothan, so I can see my name will like light up in black bars for me. And I don't mean to ignore anyone. It's just this is very demanding. When I look over, if I don't see a black bar, I'm just like, okay. They don't need me. They're having a good time on their own like a pair of adults. Also, let's talk about the team we haven't been looking at here. How's Evil doing? They're still outside Blackrock. Definitely kind of have the balls to try to attack Shadowforge City right now. Once the Rune Shield stones are gone, which are so strong, by the way. They're so strong. And they do AoE damage. I want to point that out. Fast attack speed, AoE damage, towers. Piercing. Very slow. Now, I don't think they care about the Sunwall. It's just a dried, desiccated husk. It's been fully absorbed. There's a shard of power here that can be used to make a unit gain 1 level of experience. I haven't actually seen that before. Arcarus, the Ebon Hold, has been created and is starting to pump out Arc Necromancers, and also will allow Gray the ability to make the Ebon Knights, which are kind of kick-ass. Oh god, the Rune Shields may go down, but it's probably going to kill everything here. Jesus. It's terrifying. Although Arthas Menethil is... I never asked where he went. Oh, he's flanking from a different direction, teleporting quite far away, and the Twilight's Hammer Clan area instead, but he might get flanked. No. Where's Green? Ruberov, you don't have an excuse not to be out here with your ally. Okay, he's sitting at the entrance of the Dark Portal. Must be RPing or something like, I will defend Outland to my last breath. Because they are all natives of Outland. You gotta give them that. Legion. How much... A cuckoo do you suku? Weirdly enough, he's in the Dalaran dungeons doing work. Killing things, and it doesn't afraid of anyone. Next big fight. Oh god, I heard that. That's gotta be the Deathwing pause, right? Music goes out. Deathwing shows up. Dark Iron Dwarves versus Crazy Orcs from Outland, and nice, Pit Lords as well. Ragnaros is gonna have to try, but I think the Dark Irons still take this fight if they're smart. Skybreaker is an air superiority and can continue to stun that main batch of units in the center. Rag's almost... Rag versus Mag. Mag's about to get on the rag. Should also probably change my title. Oh, I did. Somebody did. Thank you, whoever did that. It's probably Mod. One of mods are awesome. Might have been Yusuf, who knows. Wireless Twilight's so fucking annoying. Probably because you're bad. It's just a guess, though. Also, Cho'Gall's finished and a level 19 Deathwing the Destroyer. Fudge. Okay.
Our town is under attack.
And the Dark Iron do manage to expel the Fell Horde. Doesn't lose too much of his army, to be fair. Monaz keeps all of his pit lords, keeps his hero alive, keeps his proto drakes. He's doing good. He's getting the upgrades where he can. He's got 2 3s. He's struggling, but you know what? He's just he's a hard-working single man, mother, maybe. I don't know.
We're under attack.
I don't know what his sexual preference and or identity is. We're gonna call him a man mother, a manther, a Mothman. Oh, what? Me running out of material? No, never. Alright, so back to the fight. Earth Elemental is going to crush this fellow grunt, but I don't think he cares. Because Deathwing. Because Deathwing, guys. All we do right now at this point in the game is we keep an eye on Deathwing and Ragnaros. And we make sure that we know where they are. Because these two gods now get to bestride the land, controlling most of the south. God, I would love to see him just shut that off, towered up, and be like, just stay in your hole, you dirty girl. Person. The undead team is the only threat to them, so let's go see what their attempts consist of. In his base, getting upgrades. Evan Knights have been made. See what their upgrades are. I shaw you. 3-3. 3-5. Harlocker, where is your army and or strategy? Just taking out some dwarven bases. I like it. Nathanos, Apothecary, Putris, and Sylvanas Windrunner. 6 attacks into his range, 2 into his melee. And that's probably all he needs, honestly. And just a lot more archers. You can see he's already heavily favoring the Forsaken archers, hoping that they will just raise endless number of skeletons from the people who die while under the effect of their attack. Sharky's Bar, I'm so nervous. You're 6-4 upgrades, 4-4 on your ranged. Your Merge Descendants. Nice siege units. It's not enough. He's got so much in the bank. He's got so little lumber. And why is Dalaran still alive? Because you touch yourself at night, Sharky's Bar. That's why.
Research complete.
Alright, Fabulous, we've already decided. Hawker. Dark Green, that's who we haven't figured out yet. Don't know what he's up to. Still in Quel'Tha the Lost leveling up. Arthas is now level 11. I think he has to get to 12 or 15 before he can become the Lich King. Once that happens, it's a maybe baby on them surviving. But at least it's better than nothing. Dark Irons continue to move up, wiping out everything as they go. They're probably going to join their... Yep, Twilight's Hammer Clan ally. Come on, Deathwing and Ragnaros together. Just stand them next to each other and watch nothing live.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Our forces are under attack.
This line of delineation is weird. Wait, sorry, what? Acolytes are under attack by... Oh, Binky controls Windrunner's Spire, but he's not here. Uther's speaking a language I do not know. What is that ping about? Oh, Blue is now in the base. Okay, God, someone blow it up. Blue is now hanging out inside Noxuramus, but Gray's not there anymore as far as I can tell. In fact, all of his units, including his workers, got pulled off, so he's elsewhere. Ah, he's actually attacking Twilight's Hammer from behind, doing work. He's doing the work. Now, how did he get there without any of his... Where's Noxuramus?
Our hero has been killed.
Alright, this is a bit of a slaughter right now for Gray. No es bueno. I'm just... Where's the coordination? Where's the teamwork? Blue's in Noxuramus, but Gray's heroes weren't, and I guess he was going for an aim on something. The Dragon Maw Port? Or he's going for the Dragon's Breath Cannon. He still might be. What? I'm amazed that's still alive, by the way. The only way to repair that is you can't. You'd have to have a spell that repairs things like that.
Our brethren's town is under
People
attack.
can't reach it in melee for some reason. Would it be possible to drop right on top of it? Anyway, Inspector Maliak now killing off Dalaran. The player's not here. There's no real reason or advantage to getting this done. Asling said something about killing Arcturus. Oh, what? Did I miss that? Arcturus? Did that get wiped out?
Our brethren
No, it's still there.
resistance.
Cadwin's lost the connection. Ayy, they're not going to be happy to lose them. He was actually not a bad player. I didn't check on his unit's positions before he left either. Darn it. I don't see a lot of light blue around the map, you know?
Our brethren's town is under
Probably
attack.
still on his island.
Our
Having his
forces
tea
are
party.
under attack.
I would not be surprised. Noxaramus now.
Our brethren need us.
What is the point of being up here?
Complete. Our forces are under attack.
What is happening? Irenicus isn't here. Harlocker, okay. I'm so confused by all of their military decisions. Like, none of them make sense now. I guess, oh, finally, Legion. Alright, so the last Legion remnants may actually come up against Deathwing and his destroyers. Deathrock won't be present. Legion's not here. It's just the Dark Horde and the Shadow Council. I take it all back. The world hates you and you touch yourself at night. Oh god, he's so confident. Purple's coming in there with just Deathwing. These are minimal, tiny little forces with big god units in them, and now we're gonna see if they can manage to just melt this stuff. Deathwing's much more of a harassing kind of unit. He's got a lot of great spells. There's more shaman. There is going to be a focus on Deathwing, and even a firebolt spam from those Ogre Magi's could pause him or slow him down. Oh, in the meantime, though, Magtheridon starts to get aimed by Ragnaros and his armies. It's going to be tough. Deathwing has too many summons. Look at all the tentacles and old god agents. That's an army unto itself, and now here come the air units to distract and confuse them even more. There's not going to be enough stuff, and the air units are going to start to pick off the strong siege units of Monons. Oh, yeah, they need to retreat. Magtheridon's going to be killed in one nice little aim spree. Oh, hold on. Some reinforcements from Monos from behind. A lovely little flank is actually starting to tear apart the Dark Iron Sorcerers. What? I mean, Ragnaros is in trouble. If there were reinforcements here from green or another flank, I feel like that would have been a game-changing flank move on Monos' part. It's really nice. Really nice. Multi-shot's great too, by the way. But as of right now, they need to back up and run. Too many tentacles. Too many god heroes. Shield of the Mountain King is on Ragnaros with plus 200 HP and Command Aura, 10 bonus armor. I have Dalaran plus 5 hero. Oh, hero stats plus 200 mana, 50% mana regeneration. Keg of Ale plups your hit point regeneration and grants plus 50 HP. Ruberov leaves the game, so the Legion's essentially out of this conflict. Monos is out of this conflict. It's the undead. They're the only ones left. Why did they leave? Probably because of the slaughter. I don't know about you. I often leave slaughters. Like, I wanted to turn off the Red Wedding, but I couldn't. None of us could. Oh no. I gotta see the undead fight them one more time. I can see Dark Green's forces on the way down. I just don't know if any of the other undead are going to coordinate. Fuck. What just happened? Everything turned. Fabulous is no longer allied. Oh, Fabulous did something terrible. He betrayed. Is he part of the Alliance now? Either way, he's gained a whole new set of units. Alexandros Mograine, Thessarian, and Darian Mograine, only level 2 though on him. And now he's got to run, because Arcturus the Evan Hold is going to be under assault by all of his enemies. Why would he do that? Why would he do that right at the end there? What a monster. His allies needed him. Instead, he just jingle-jangled his way straight out of there. I guess he was losing all of his heroes, and he only had Stone Spine, but still. Jerk. Okay, Inspector needs to not throw his units in there, because they will die very quickly. Learning to back it up. Legion Zero Footman. Guys, it's time to take this threat seriously. There are gods on their way to put things in your butt. You gotta stop pretending that's not happening. Skysbar. Oh, blue leaves the game. Why? We don't even get to see the undead truly fight them again. Like, yeah. There goes Inspector Mousiak. I think the old gods just crushed too many armies too many times in a row for them to feel okay fighting Deathwing and Ragnaros. I mean, Ragnaros almost changed it. Deathwing completely demoralized them and they called it GG. Un refit une? On en refit une. Bon ba. GG.
Job done.
Deathwing was just too much for them. What's up there, buddy? How you doing? You looking fine. We are literally waiting for this to run out. I don't think there's going to be another fight.
Job done.
These gods are just going to march into the distance and kill everything off. That's how that's going to work. Are they going to fight each other? What? One last gladiatorial have at thee. Or are they just gloating on their mountain of victory? I think it's gloating on their mountain of victory. This is their victory dance. There we go. Jesus, that's all we were waiting for, you silly gooses. Let's check the stats before we take a break. Ah! Tyrannus Menethil with 1,138 units killed. The Dway just murdered everything. Fabulous, 3... Jesus, that's a lot of units. Easily 3 times as much as the next closest person. I think it might be as much as the next 5 people combined. That's bananas. Heroes killed. 15 goes to Tyrannus Menethil with Lord Uther at 7 and Fabulous at 7 as well. Not bad scores for them. Alright guys, thank you very much for joining us. This has been the one, the only, the Azothan. If you would like to see more of this, please like, comment, subscribe. If you would like to play more of this, go to makemehost.com. If you would like to send me replays of you playing this, send those to azothancasts@gmail.com. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for joining me. Take care.